Come on in, troll babies. Come on in. You saw the topic. This is this bum ass crazy guy, Will Smith. Apology to Chris Rock. We all saw the slap. I did not make a video on it because at the time it's just, I don't want to say disappointed, but I was really let down because the TV, the television, the movies, gave us an impression that this cuckolder who is Will Smith, and yes, he is a cuckolder. He's a simp, he's soft, he's a beta male. We all thought he was the stand-up guy, this guy who can get all the women, but that was the role he played on television. So he even had me bamboozled, I was thinking this guy had his relationship on lock. Come to see that he's just a cuckolder. He's a punk. He's a simp. He's a beta male. He don't run his relationship. Listen to his apology. Let me start it over.
Acceptance speech.
Now we sit down and start to take questions from his little.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech?
Listen.
I was fogged out by that point.
Yes, you were.
It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk.
Yeah, Chris is not fucking with you. Why should he be ready to talk? Huh? He should send a goon squad after you. Fucking cockholder. Let's listen.
When he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable.
No, your behavior was acting the role that you are in real life. You are a fucking simp. The joke was funny. Go back and look at the video. Will Smith laugh, and then the war of a wife that he has, Jada, look at him. Because Jada Pinkett Smith run the marriage. Step out on this nigga whenever she feels like. And then take her ass back to him, and he accept it. Let's go further.
And I'm here whenever you're ready to talk.
Fuck you.
I want to apologize to Chris's mother.
Why?
I saw an interview that Chris's mother did. And, that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and, I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. We had a great relationship.
Tony Rock is Chris Rock's brother. Tony Rock wanted to go out and fuck up this guy. Everybody tell him, hey, slow down, yada, yada, yada. Let's go further.
Rock was my man. This is probably irreparable.
Yes, it is.
I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what.
Folks, check out. Yes, when a celebrity get cornered, they draw the big words. I bet before this apology ended, he started blaming mental illness. I bet before it conclude, it start blaming mental illness and trauma and all that bullshit. No, you're just a fucking cuckolder.
In that moment. And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment.
I think his vagina is bigger than his wife's, because this right here is clearly a pussy, a soft beta pussy. That is what Will Smith is.
no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults.
Chris Rock never insult this guy or his wife. Chris Rock made a G.I. Jane joke and he laughed. And then the bitch looked around at him and said, nigga. And then he got in his feelings and did what he did.
After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something?
He's reading.
No. It's like, you know, I made a choice on my own from my own experiences,
Fuck
from
out of here.
my history with Chris. Jada had nothing to do with it.
Yes, she did.
I'm sorry, babe. And say sorry to my kids and my family.
His kids and family. One of his child, his son, delusional. His daughter is all over the place. All grown folks by now, all grown folks. His woman is sleeping with a 20-year-old guy in his mid-20s and then come back to him. This is the life this fucker is living. Go ahead.
The heat that I brought on
Cuckolder.
all of us.
Simp.
To all my fellow nominees.
Clone.
You know, this is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me, and it really breaks my.
Folks, I am embarrassed for this guy. I am totally and utterly embarrassed for this guy. As a black man looking at this guy, just embarrassed. It is embarrassing because I look up to this. Well, I don't look up to him, but we all had this impression that this guy had his life under control. But we saw it. We saw cracks. We heard whispers, but we're like, Will Smith, no, come on. But then it unfolded the last 7 years. We're like, oh shit, this guy is really not, I have nothing to say in his relationship, nothing at all. Can grow his kids, cannot handle his wife keep talking about Tupac. Tupac dead nearly 30 years now. Tupac died and still obsessed over that fucking dead guy. Yeah? And there's nothing this guy can do. This guy went on YouTube, Red Table Talk with his wife embarrassed him. And still, he cannot leave the marriage. Go ahead.
It's my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment. I can still see Questlove's eyes. You know, it happened on Questlove's award, and you know, it's like I'm sorry really isn't sufficient.
You're damn right.
What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap?
He's
or
reading
people
that.
who expressed that you let them down? So there's two things. One, disappointing people is my central trauma.
Trauma.
I hate when I let people down.
He's traumatized.
So it hurts. It hurts me psychologically and emotionally to know I didn't live up to people's image and impression of me. And
I told you.
The work I'm trying to do is I am deeply remorseful, and I'm trying to be remorseful without being ashamed of myself.
No, we are ashamed of you.
I'm human, and I made a mistake, and
no, nigga, that's not a mistake you made. That was you throwing away your fucking career, yeah?
I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit.
You are a piece of shit.
So I would say to those people, I know it was confusing. I know it was
confusing.
shocking.
It's shocking.
But I promise you, I am deeply
Don't promise me.
And committed to putting light and love and joy into the world. And
let's get this nigga the fuck up out of here. I don't want to hear no more of that fucking apology. You can see the full apology on YouTube, yeah? He's sitting there, everything is choreographed, scripted, written for him, and he come across like the simp he fucking is. How can your wife in her 50s, and she been around on red carpet, flying around, jet setting everywhere with a 20-something-year-old guy, blowing her back out, and then invite you to talk about it on the Red Table Talk on YouTube. And you go and become a meme. That is what Will Smith is now, a meme. God, I'm embarrassed for the guy. When I look at the guy now, I just say, shit, your wife slapping you upside the head whenever, wherever, insulting you, and you're still married to that bitch. It is what it is, though. Just don't look at your celebrities and get too caught up in what they're saying, yeah? As a matter of fact, be like me, I'm a fan to nobody. Right now, I just enjoying my life, living my life, isn't it? Big up. Let's not make this mistake and delete the entire video again.